every single day. More than 38 older adults in the U.S. are hospitalized because of one silent cause, muscle loss. And the scary part is, it happens even if you're eating well. All because of one missing food, a food that most people have never even heard of. I remember Mr. Robert, a 74-year-old gentleman from Oregon. He used to walk with his wife every evening, just to watch the sunset together. But in recent months, he started losing balance. His legs trembled. He couldn't get up from the couch without holding on to something. Strangely, his weight didn't change. His meals were the same. But his body was slowly vanishing. This condition has a name. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. After age 60, we can lose up to 1/3 of our muscle mass without even realizing it. And it's not just about weak legs or arms. It robs you of independence, your ability to walk, to care for yourself, and sometimes even your dignity. Worse yet, most seniors don't even know it's happening because they're missing one group of essential foods, foods that help rebuild muscle tissue from the inside out. But here's the good news. You don't have to sit back and watch your body grow weaker. Science has now confirmed muscles can be restored, even in your 70s or 80s, if you know how to eat right. In this video, I'm Dr. Katherine, and I'll walk you through 9 proven foods that can stop and even reverse muscle loss after 60. And stay with me, because near the end, I'll reveal the one most powerful food that outperforms prescription drugs in helping seniors rebuild strength in just 6 weeks. Important note, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. If you have a chronic condition or take medications regularly, please consult your doctor before making any changes. Now, let's begin with a truth few people dare to say out loud. Why are so many seniors losing muscle without even knowing they're in danger? If you stand up from a chair and find yourself needing to grab the armrest, if your calves tremble after a simple trip to the grocery store, that's not just fatigue. That might be your body's first warning sign of silent muscle loss, a condition 90% of older adults misunderstand or ignore. After age 60, we lose about 3 to 5% of our muscle mass every decade, even if the number on the scale stays the same. You see, muscle is the heaviest tissue in the body, so when it fades, fat often takes its place. The result, you're not getting thinner, but you are getting weaker, slower, and more likely to fall. Sadly, many people still say I'm eating just fine. Maybe it's just age catching up with me. But here's the truth. You can eat enough and still lose muscle. If you're not getting the right nutrients to support muscle tissue, I once met a patient, Mrs. Marie, 68 years old, from Colorado. She wasn't skinny, she ate 3 meals a day, but she kept falling while stepping up the front porch. When we tested her muscle mass, her thigh muscles were 38% lower than those of a healthy 50-year-old woman. Why? For over 10 years. She ate regularly, but didn't get enough protein, never exercised, and most importantly, she had no idea she was losing muscle each day. Muscle loss isn't just feeling a bit weak. It's the reason you can't stand long while brushing your teeth. Why carrying a grocery bag feels impossible. It's the hidden cause behind 87% of nursing home admissions in America, simply because the body couldn't bounce back after one small fall. Understanding muscle loss, that's the first step to taking back control of your life. And you can start today by giving your body the nutrients it's quietly been missing. Have you ever felt weaker, even though you eat well? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your story and walk this journey with you. And if you're wondering, where do I even begin? Don't worry, right after this, I'll share one powerful food that's helped thousands of older adults quickly regain muscle strength, outperforming even prescription drugs. It's called Whey Protein, a true game changer for seniors wanting to rebuild muscle. Would you believe that a single scoop of white powder, just 25 grams, could help people over 60 rebuild muscle strength? Faster than prescription medication, I remember Mr. Henry, a 76-year-old man from Texas. He loved gardening, but recently his arms had grown weak. "I can't even lift my watering can anymore," he told me, his eyes misty with frustration. We ran some tests and found he was experiencing age-related muscle loss. I recommended daily whey protein, along with a few gentle exercises. 6 weeks later, he returned to my clinic, smiling wide, "Doctor," yesterday. I lifted my grandson off the floor without my arms shaking. Whey protein is a special kind of protein, extracted from milk, easy to digest, and quickly absorbed. But the real magic lies in an amino acid called leucine. It activates the muscle-building process, especially in older adults who've developed resistance to muscle growth. A study from McMaster University found older adults who took whey protein daily after exercise maintained 40% more muscle mass than those who got their protein only from regular food. Even more powerful, whey contains bioactive peptides that improve blood flow to muscles, reduce inflammation, and support healing at the cellular level. If your body were a construction site, whey would be the skilled workers, showing up on time, doing the job right, and rebuilding what age has worn down. It's not just nutrition, it's a trigger, a wake-up call for your muscles to come back to life after 60. You don't need to wait for a miracle. Sometimes one small change, like a glass of whey after a 15-minute walk, can be the beginning of a brand new journey. A return to the strength you thought was gone. Have you ever tried supplementing with whey protein, or do you have questions about how it works for seniors? Leave a comment below. I'd love to help you find the answers. And if whey feels unfamiliar or hard to get, don't worry. Because up next, I'll share a food that's in almost every household. Yet it's been misunderstood for years. Some people feared it was harmful. But in truth, when eaten the right way, whole eggs may be one of the strongest allies for senior muscle health. There's one food that's so familiar. You've probably eaten it thousands of times in your life. But here's the sad truth. Most people only eat half of it and throw away the part that's best for their muscles. I once spoke with Mrs. Joyce, a 70-year-old woman living in Florida. She had mild back pain, moved a bit slower, and her daughter suggested adding eggs to her breakfast. But she told me, "I only eat the whites. Doctor, I'm afraid of cholesterol." You see, the fear of cholesterol has led many older adults to eat just the egg white and unknowingly toss aside the part richest in nutrition, the yolk. The yolk contains leucine, a key amino acid that activates muscle protein synthesis in older adults. It also holds choline, vitamin D, iron, and healthy fats, all of which support nerve health, hormones, and muscle tissue repair. A study from the University of Illinois found older adults who ate whole eggs after exercise had 40% higher muscle-building response than those who ate egg whites only, even though both groups consume the same amount of protein. And most importantly, trusted organizations like the American Heart Association now confirm 1-2 whole eggs a day are safe for most healthy older adults, especially when part of a balanced diet. Think of the egg white as the foundation, but the yolk is the builder. Muscles don't just need raw materials, they need triggers. And that's exactly what you're missing if you only eat half the egg. Sometimes it's the simple things we've overlooked that hold the power to rebuild strength, flexibility, and independence as we age. So let me ask you, how do you eat your eggs in the morning? Do you eat the whole egg? Share your favorite egg recipe, or leave a question if you're still concerned about cholesterol. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're looking for a food that's not only rich in protein, but also fights inflammation and supports joint and muscle recovery, don't miss the next section, where I'll share the secret of fatty fish, often called nature's medicine for older adults wanting to regain mobility and strength. If your joints make that clicking sound every time you get out of bed, if your calves ache after just a few minutes of walking, then chances are your body is missing a special kind of fat, one found only in a small group of foods most people overlook. Miss Linda, 65 from Arizona, once told me, "Doctor, I don't get it. I eat carefully. I take calcium every day, but my legs still feel weak and sore." After reviewing her diet, I realized something was missing. She wasn't eating fatty fish, and she wasn't getting omega-3s. I encouraged her to try baked salmon twice a week, add some canned sardines, and pair them with leafy greens. Just 2 months later, she came back smiling. I can go grocery shopping now without the dull ache in my legs. And I sleep better at night too. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, powerful natural anti-inflammatories. In older adults, low-grade inflammation around the joints and muscles is one of the main causes of lingering pain, weakness, and slow recovery. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found adults over 60 who ate fatty fish at least twice a week showed significant improvements in mobility, joint comfort, and muscle retention. Even better, fatty fish are also loaded with vitamin D and complete proteins, both essential for rebuilding muscle tissue and strengthening bones and joints. Fatty fish aren't just food, they're natural medicine, helping you reduce pain, preserve muscle, and stay active with every step you take. And the best part, they're delicious, easy to prepare. And you don't need to eat a lot to feel the difference. Think of every meal as a daily dose of prevention. Just 2 servings of fatty fish a week can transform how your legs feel with every step, every stare, every moment of movement. So tell me, do you eat salmon or sardines regularly? Have you noticed a difference in how your body feels? Share your favorite ways to prepare fish in the comments. We'd love to learn from you. And if seafood isn't your thing, or if you're looking for a no-fishy, portable, nutrient-rich option to support your joints and hormones, then stay tuned, because up next, I'll reveal the secret power of tiny foods with big impact seeds and almonds, packed with essential minerals for muscles, joints, and natural hormone support. We often talk about protein and vitamins. But have you ever considered that joint pain, shaky hands, or mild muscle fatigue could actually be caused by a lack of minerals, and the solution might be sitting right in your hand, just 1 handful of seeds a day? Mr. James, 69 years old, once told me, "Doctor, I eat healthy, I do Tai Chi every morning, but I still get leg cramps at night and my arms feel weak." I asked about his diet. No seeds, no nuts, almost no natural sources of magnesium or zinc. I recommended something simple: a small handful of unsalted almonds or pumpkin seeds every day as a mid-morning snack. Just 3 weeks later, he came back and said, "No more nighttime cramps. I sleep deeper now, and I feel sharper in the morning." Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds are packed with magnesium, zinc, selenium, and vitamin E, nutrients that most people over 60 are seriously lacking. Let's break it down. Magnesium helps with muscle contractions, reduces cramps, and improves sleep. Zinc boosts natural testosterone, supporting strength and mobility. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, protecting your muscles and joints from aging. Plant-based omega-3s from walnuts and flax seeds ease silent inflammation around joints. In fact, a study from Tufts University found older adults with higher levels of vitamin E and magnesium in their blood maintained better muscle mass and walking speed than those with low levels. A small handful of seeds each day isn't just a snack. It's a natural mineral supplement that supports your muscles, protects your joints, and helps balance your hormones without a single pill. After 60, your body doesn't need more. It just needs what's right. And sometimes, the right things come in the simplest forms, like a small, unroasted, unsalted handful of seeds you enjoy each afternoon. So tell me, do you eat seeds or nuts regularly? Which one's your favorite? Drop your answers below. Let's share ideas and inspire each other. And if you're looking for a food that boosts circulation, eases leg fatigue, and supports strength when you move, don't miss the next section, because I'll be sharing the quiet power of leafy greens, a humble vegetable packed with nitrate and vitamin K, 2 nutrients that help keep your legs steady and strong every single day. You've probably heard that leafy greens are good for digestion, or help cool the liver, as some like to say. But what you might not know is this: Leafy greens are one of the most powerful keys to keeping your legs steady and strong, especially after 60. Mrs. Grace, 72, lives in Oregon. She's eaten vegetables every single day since she was a child. Her meals always include spinach, kale, or amaranth leaves. One day, her daughter asked, "Mom, why don't you get joint pain or fall as often as the other ladies in the neighborhood?" The answer, simple: Mrs. Grace has been consistently fueling her body with natural nitrate and vitamin K for years, helping her blood flow better, her muscles contract smoothly, and her balance stay sharp. Even as she ages, leafy greens like spinach, kale, beet greens, and chicory are rich sources of natural nitrate. Once inside the body, nitrate turns into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels, boosts circulation to your muscles and legs, and reduces heaviness, pain, and stiffness, helping your legs move with more ease. On top of that, vitamin K, one in leafy greens, plays a vital role. It activates proteins that build muscle and bone. It supports proper blood clotting, reducing bruising from falls, and it works with calcium and vitamin D to help your muscles, joints, and bones function as one strong unit. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Gerontology found older adults with higher intake of nitrate and vitamin K from greens walked faster, had better balance, and experienced less joint pain compared to those who ate fewer vegetables. So leafy greens aren't just cooling foods or digestion helpers. They're quietly working behind the scenes, protecting your legs, improving your circulation, and slowing aging from the inside out through your muscles, joints, and blood vessels. Don't underestimate the power of a plate of greens each day. For younger folks, it's disease prevention. For older adults, it's independence, balance, and confidence in every step you take. So let me ask, what kinds of greens do you enjoy each day? Is there a veggie that makes you feel stronger or more refreshed? Share your favorites in the comments. I'd love to hear how you include greens in your meals. And if you've been thinking that only meat or veggies can support your health, then what's coming next might surprise you, because some of the most underrated foods like yogurt, beans, and olive oil can help rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and bring back vitality in a way you can feel. Let's dive into that next: yogurt, beans, and olive oil. Underrated foods with powerful benefits for seniors. Sometimes, the best things for our health are the ones we overlook, simply because they're too familiar. We hear so much about meat, fish, and expensive supplements, but we forget that a cup of yogurt, a bowl of stewed beans, or just one spoonful of olive oil each day can quietly build the foundation for strength and health in our later years. Mr. Robert, 75, was a retired truck driver. After he stopped working, he often felt tired, struggled on walks, and had nagging knee pain. During one consultation, he asked me, "Doctor, I can't afford whey protein or salmon all the time. What can I do?" I smiled and said, "That's perfectly fine. Let's start with the simplest things." I suggested a cup of Greek yogurt in the morning, some black beans or lentils added to lunch, and replacing his usual cooking oil with a bit of extra virgin olive oil. 2 months later, he returned with a confident smile. "I can walk without getting tired like before." And the knee pain almost gone. Let me break down why these simple foods work. Greek yogurt is rich in casein protein, which digests slowly, helping your muscles recover as you sleep. Plus, it contains probiotics that support gut health, crucial for reducing inflammation and absorbing nutrients properly. Beans like lentils, black beans, and chickpeas offer plant-based protein, iron, magnesium, potassium, and especially soluble fiber that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut equals sign, a strong immune system, plus better nutrient absorption for muscle repair. Extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal, a natural anti-inflammatory compound. It improves insulin sensitivity, which helps your muscles use fuel more efficiently. And those healthy fats, they also support hormone production, helping maintain balance as we age. These ordinary foods are quietly doing extraordinary things, rebuilding, restoring, and protecting your muscles from the inside out. They're gentle, easy to digest, and simple to add to your daily meals. But their long-term impact is powerful. True health doesn't come from expensive powders or magic pills. It comes from consistency and making smart, steady choices. So tell me, which of these 3 do you eat most often? Is there one you've never tried? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear more about your own food journey. Now, we've explored 8 powerful foods, simple, nutrient-rich, and proven to help adults over 60 naturally rebuild muscle strength. But before we wrap up, there's one thing I want you to remember. Muscle isn't just about looks. It's the foundation of your freedom, your independence, and your quality of life in your golden years. Let's take one final step together, a closing message of hope and encouragement. Just for you. At 30, muscle is about appearance. At 60, muscle is about survival, because when you can still get out of bed on your own, without help, that's not just strength. That's freedom. Mrs. Alice, 78, once told me something I'll never forget, doctor. I'm not afraid of illness. I'm afraid of not being able to walk into my garden or make myself a cup of tea in the morning. That's when I realized, for older adults, keeping muscle isn't about looking good. It's about holding on to the ability to do the smallest things. On your own terms, throughout this video, you and I have walked through the hidden reasons why muscle disappears silently after 60, and 9 science-backed foods that help restore, maintain, and protect muscle naturally, from whey protein, whole eggs, and fatty fish, to seeds, greens, olive oil, and more. You don't need to use all of them, but you can choose one that works for you. To begin, growing older isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you understand your body more deeply than ever. A time when you can take charge of your health and hold on to the joy in every step you take, every warm hug, every pain-free morning. Sometimes, all it takes is one change to your plate, 10 extra minutes of movement, or the choice to learn just a little more, to open the door to a stronger body and a more independent, more liberated life after 60. So I ask you, where are you on your journey to care for your body after 60? What's one habit you've changed, or something you want to start today? Share it in the comments. You never know. Your story might be the spark someone else needs. And if this video helped you, please click like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more important guides in the weeks ahead, because this journey towards strength and health in later life is far from over. There are still habits, seemingly harmless ones, that quietly weaken your muscles, and there are still simple, natural solutions most people never hear about. I'll see you in the next video, where every small step brings you closer to a stronger, freer, and healthier life in your golden years.